Hi everybody, I'm going to discuss today a little bit about why we use communication collars versus any other piece of equipment when we're walking our dog with a leash. A communication collar is any collar that can fit loosely on a dog and when corrected all closes off at the same time and releases at the same time. Now traditionally, most people will take a flat buckle collar, which is the one that you put your tags on, and they'll simply attach a leash to that. Okay, now the problem with this is that if you notice when I correct, it all happens on the front side. That front side, when you correct, this makes the dog feel like it's being held back and exacerbates pulling. Not only that, but your dog will keep pulling, hurting itself and choking, right? So as a kid, when we put this on and our dog pulled like that, we just were like, oh my gosh, we're gonna kill the dog. So we took the thing right off. And unfortunately, back in the day, somebody gave us like a choke chain, right? Since this is so dangerous, a lot of dog owners start looking for other options. And unfortunately, what happens in many cases is people end up with basically a choke chain. So here you have the thing that just keeps closing down on your dog. Now again, the reality is that all the pressure comes on the front side again. And then when it does lock down, look, it doesn't let go in many cases. So now you're gonna have that same problem you had with the traditional flat buckle collar trying to utilize the choke chain the same way. You're gonna have all the pressure is gonna be on this front side only, and the dog's gonna exacerbate the pulling and keep hurting itself. So again, the flat buckle collar and the old school choke chain, whether it be made out of cloth or metal, are super dangerous and should not be used on dogs. That is the only reason everybody's on a harness, is because those other two pieces of equipment will clearly hurt your dog. But a harness is not the answer. Harness is not the answer. Because now you're out on a walk, how are you gonna correct the dog if it starts barking or pulling? There's no way to stop them from, or correct them. Also, the definition of a harness is an implement put on a beast of burden for pulling. If you're gonna have high level leash skills, correction ability to, physically to get to a verbal stop only, where you just say no or add, your dog slows down, this is never gonna help you. Using a harness, if your dog ever decides to lock up on a harness, you're not gonna be able to unlock them. And if they start to have poor responses to things, you're gonna be stuck with those poor responses because you don't have any correction ability. That is why we use communication collars. And yes, a prong collar is a form of communication collar, especially when it's properly fit and relax all the way. So again, these do go on dogs slightly loose. You correct and relax. Now, I'm not a big fan of prong collars because there's too many moving parts, okay? That's why we go to the plastic version, the pure communication collar, as seen here. And again, these are fit on a dog to allow for an even correction when they pull. And where we want to teach a no or leave it, you would simply leave it, pop and relax and get that no. The dogs understand that. It will stop the pulling. You can get rid of, get a basic no or leave it. And you will not hurt your dog using this because it's going to be properly fit in the highest position. And it will get rid of that traditional, one directional holdback. Instead, the dog will get a touch type of correction that they can understand. So again, really quick, why we use communication collar, properly fitted. Any collar that has an even ability to be fitted and correct all at once, correct all the way around at once and relax, right? And why using other pieces of equipment such as a flat buckle collar, choke chain, dangerous. Harness, they're even dangerous. Dogs slip out of these a lot. So these are actually dangerous tools that won't help you advance in your dog's behavior and social development. Once again, Greg Winters with Personal Dog Training, talking about collars, equipment, and the use of communication collars.